Hello, guys. This is Duamel Bentley, and today I'm taking you with Felipe Bentley to Cardenas. What is it? Market?
Cardenas Market, yeah.
I'm really excited to show you guys this. I love when they do these type of presentations where they kind of open the fruit in half, or the vegetable for you to be able to see inside, and that's just
The
so much fun.
quality.
Yes, the quality. I love it so much.
They also have like the pastries, the
And
desserts,
they
the
make all of
bread.
this in the actual location.
So it's fresh. If not in the morning, if you go at night, it's probably still from the morning,
Mhm.
but it's still fresh from the same day.
Yes. So if you want to try different cultural types of breads or sweets, most definitely one of these markets are going to be an amazing option. It's not just Mexican, it's heavily inspired, and it's presented as a Mexican descent store.
Yes.
However, they have a lot of products from a lot of different parts of the world. So it is definitely a Mexican
Inspired.
inspired store, but there's a lot of different ingredients as well.
One of the cool things that I like about filming this type of videos is that you can get to appreciate what's going on in the actual store. To me, original or like a uniqueness, the uniqueness of the Mexican market. You usually tell them, hey, can you please go to downtown? Like that's where you usually find this type of markets where you find everything open, like the lemons, the limes, the citrus, whatever you can think of, and then you grab your bag and you fill it in, which whatever weight you actually want from the product, and it's so nice to see it. Now you were showing me the condiments, and it's
Mm-hmm.
so amazing to see what kind of variety of condiments they have. Right now you're grabbing, what is it, this
Tamarind, and I'm also grabbing hibiscus, which are literally my two favorite
waters?
water flavors. When Mexicans do this like juice, but it's water that's infused heavily with the
It's
item.
like a tea. You boil like the hibiscus. You boil the
And
hibiscus
both the hibiscus and
and
the
the tamarind,
tamarind.
and then once it's finished, you let go on everything else, and then you pour it with a little bit of
Literally like
water,
a tea.
and then yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a tea, definitely. And right here, what are we seeing? What are we doing
I
right now?
love this grabbing. It just gives me so many memories when I was a child running through the supermarkets.
In
And
Puerto Rico, they're like
in
that.
Puerto Rico, they have some loose beans, mostly, not as much rice, but beans they had. And I remember when I was a little kid, I would grab the beans and try to eat them, and they would be so bitter. And I just don't recommend it. But
You
it
love
brings
to cook that
memories.
vegetable. What's the name of it?
Eggplant,
Eggplant. You love to cook it in like in a casserole.
like a lasagna.
Yeah, you love that, and
I
it's so
do.
good.
It is so good. I found these little pouches really memorabilia as well, because I remember like in school when lunchtime, in Puerto Rico, they would give you like a little pouch like this full of milk or full of with juice.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot of fun to see that.
They also sell a whole variety of kombuchas, energy drinks, natural things, and in all things considered, how do you like this area so far?
I love it. I honestly have such a good time every single time I go to these locations, because you almost feel like you're transporting yourself into a different community, right?
Yes.
It almost feels like we are in Mexico, because most of the shoppers in there are Mexicans or Hispanic descent, and it's just really fun. I absolutely love looking at all the brands and the different flavors of things,
And
like
the
these.
variety, like this,
Uh-huh.
like our emperador. Is there something similar like that in the United States?
I don't know. We don't. I don't. I'm not a cookie eater like that, baby. But they're
I'm pretty sure.
delicious. I'm sure there is.
Somewhere in the middle.
We'll have to research.
And then you were showing me as well, so much fun to see the type of shampoos and conditioners that they have. Like they have chili that they kind of boost the natural growth of your scalp, of your
To see all
hair.
these other items and ingredients and skincare and
Like the Ponds is so
beauty.
popular.
Everything is just like so surprising to see it from a different country.
We stopped at this glass container going on. They have something called La Campana, La Crema de la Campana, which is like the
La
bell
pomada, la
cream.
pomada.
Like it's a pomade of the cream, pomade of the bell. And usually in Mexico, if I'm not
That's the one
mistaken,
right there.
you use it to sanitize and also kind of heal faster any kind of wound. So it's very nice to see all this type of memorabilia going on, the
Mhm.
supplements, It's incredible.
It really is. I was very mesmerized and surprised. Now I found it really interesting that most American items in these locations were very high priced.
They are.
Like Lysol, the
It's
smaller bottle,
$8
but
almost.
a version maybe that's recognizable to me, possibly Mexican, was more affordable, and I was like, wow, this is so crazy.
It is insane because they also have to import it. I'm
Uh
sure.
huh.
It's just so weird, but it's so nice to see also.
Like even their soaps.
Like this Ariel, like this tights.
La
There's
polka.
so much going on. Like the saute, the saute. Oh my gosh, it's insane. If you've never visited a Mexican market, we highly encourage you to go there. We went to the Cardenas because it's closer to us, and also it's very clean and organized. It's very
Mhm.
quiet. It gives you a different type of ambience. Now, if you're going to one of those times where people get paid every 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be crowded as everything you can think of. But this time it was very quiet, very silent, and then we ended up finding a girl. We were looking for this plate of vegetables or cut vegetables that you just pour into if you want to do like a kind of chicken soup with vegetables. They usually have them done. So I was very excited to go and find the help. So we find this girl named Angelique, if I'm not mistaken. And Angelique, if you're watching the video, thank you so much for all your help. I would really appreciate it.
We really do. You were so kind, so helpful,
Very professional, very
very
detailed.
professional.
You show your core. Like it was friendly, kind. Like just because of her,
Willing,
we would 100% recommend
return,
it
yeah.
to anybody and their mother.
I agree. Especially the mothers. Those are
Now,
the ones that go to these stores.
now let me go back to this. Like my favorite soda is Dr. Pepper, and it's one of them mostly. Like the cherry, I love cherry too.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought your favorite soda would have been like Fanta.
That too,
Orange.
but like if we're talking about like Mexican, I love jarritos. Jarritos is like my best.
Okay, it's comparable to the Fanta Jarritos, I think.
It is very comparable.
Less sugary, probably.
More like cane,
Yeah, sugar cane.
sugar cane.
So
yeah.
healthier.
Much healthier.
Jarritos. They do have several flavors. I
They
do love Jarritos.
They have so much. I never even thought
You've
that they
never
would
even
have.
tried them all?
No, no, no.
Should we do a video trying all
We
of the
should-
Jarrito
oh my god,
flavors?
can you believe it? Let me know in the comment down below.
That'd be so fun.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel.
Right here, right now.
Click on the bell button to stay
Notified and
binge watch.
It is a thing, honey.
So now that we're here, I'm going to show you. They say and claim that the glass cokes or the Mexican glass cokes are made with sugar cane, and that's why they are so popular and their flavor is so unique and talented. Hi, how are you?
Unique and talented. I mean, they do say that. The biggest difference, I would say, trying the Mexican Coca-Cola versus United States Coke is that I feel like the United States Coke is bitter. It's a little bit saltier.
It's more sparklier. It hurts your.
It's the type of one that if you drink too quick, honey, you know that feeling, baby, that you almost want to cry. You know, like it's a U.S. Coke, but the Mexican Coke,
It's as sharp as the Coke from McDonald's. It's always sharp and sparkly and it's on point, but it's sharper. Does
the
that make
Mexican.
sense? No, the American.
Okay. But the Mexican, though, I find it to be very similar to Pepsi in the aspect that it's sweeter. It just has its spark. It's almost like a bad romance. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now we also noticed that they sell Mexican ice cream, which is Michoacana.
Mhm.
It's a very popular
Very
and
large
originally made
franchise.
in Mexico.
Business in general.
So I'm excited to see this as well as the Talenti. So they have a variety for like if you're a normal shopper of Target, I think you're gonna find certain products like just the Talenti ice cream that you'll usually find there.
Yes, they have specific items to themselves. Honestly, I don't know if it's because we buy our bread from Costco, but like I've never seen such long bread before. I was
I
like,
know.
what?
Bimbo's so popular. Bimbo, it's a Mexican producer.
I don't know. I think it's
Mexican?
Puerto Rican, girl.
Girl, she's always claiming it's Puerto Rican, but it's Mexican. So when we went to Puerto Rico, I was very surprised. We should film a video of going to the Mexican. But oh well, things happen in life. We ended up going to the markets in Puerto Rico, and I noticed that they sell Bimbo, and it's so good to see it because in here you'll see like a whole variety between pastries, bread to make sandwiches, bread to make hamburgers. So it's a lot of things going on.
They
Even the
have a very.
sauces. Let me tell you, the sauces
They have
are
bimbo
insane.
sauces.
Like not just I'm talking about
Oh,
the
the
different
hot
toppings.
sauces.
Yes,
I was like, oh my god, bimbo sauce. I never knew this.
I know. By the way, I love your T-shirt.
Thank you. I love your T-shirt.
Thank you. Did we capture that? I don't know if we captured it.
What do you mean?
The T-shirt on me.
I don't know if we've captured it, but it's my same T-shirt, so I think we did.
I know. So going back to this, they have a. So how do you feel about the Mexican candy? You tell
Well,
spill the tea.
let me tell you the story here. First time ever that I encountered a Mexican candy was when I was working at Sally's, and I had my friend Unique,
Mm-hmm.
and I did something nice for her, and she rewarded me very kindly with a lollipop, Mexican lollipop.
But let's just be clear, she wasn't Mexican, right?
No, she was African American. We lost contact, girl. If you're watching, subscribe to the channel and let me know so we can get it together. But she rewarded me with this
Chamoy,
pollo, literally pollo.
like a chicken.
It was a chicken, like a baked rotisserie chicken, on a stick, and I was so like shocked, confused. I was like,
How do you eat this?
I was like, what is this gonna taste like? Is it gonna be like a broth? It just didn't really make sense. And then I asked her like, what is this? And she's like, it's spicy. You'll like it. And I was like, no thanks. So I didn't try the el pollo. I'm sorry, Unique, but I'm willing to try it now.
Yeah, you've tried several things. By the way, I just
I
want to
do
make a
love
quick
them.
stop. You showed us here some like how do you call this little thing is like they usually serve them in any restaurant in the morning with chips and chips. They're basically
Oh, they're
baked
baked.
chips.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh, it was
That's
insane to see those.
exciting.
It is so exciting. Going back to the other topic of the candy, I think you're being more open-minded nowadays because we have purchased like this watermelon lollipops,
And I love
and you
them.
usually crack them right away. You're like,
I
"Oh,
do.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
playing
no."
these games.
Yeah, you don't like to get chili. Now, Fruity Pebbles, is that something popular?
Well, in my household, it was.
In my house, it wasn't.
I honestly loved Fruity Pebbles because they were just so colorful and magical and tasty that every single time I saw Fruity Pebbles, I saw happiness because I just saw a world full of colors as a little boy.
I also noticed, by the way, that they are getting ahead of time. This is like for Halloween, and we're like 2 to 3 months ahead.
You know how they are, honey.
I
They're
know.
coming for this wallet. And
Tricks. Now, Tricks is popular in Mexico.
Is
so
it Tricks for Kids?
what is that?
Were you a Tricks for Kids kid?
No, I was only Kellogg's or oatmeal, and it was literally natural oatmeal with honey, and that's it.
That sounds good.
It was. My mother was very focused on me not or us not eating a lot of sugar. So as I grew up, I think I became more obsessed with sugar, but not a lot, but very conscious. But I'm still obsessed about it. Now,
I'm sure
yes,
there's a whole ocean of people that can relate.
I'm sure if you relate, hit the like button, Hanny.
And leave a comment down below.
Now, what is the most shocking thing for you to see in the store? Like, do you feel like the meat in general, how they serve it? Because they
Yes.
also have frozen meat,
Yes.
but they also have like fresh meat.
So this is absolutely what I agree with. Like, that is the most shocking thing for several reasons. Number one, quality of meat. It is a lot fresher. You can really be in charge of how much you want to spend on your meat, and it's just great overall. Like, if you're on a budget, okay, so I only have $20. I want to spend $7 in chicken. I can spend, you can have a variety within your budget, which is really nice.
And they usually show you as well, like if you're buying a beef steak or if you're buying like a side of like a chicken or something like that, they usually show you and you can ask them, hey, can you turn it over so I can see the quality? They are very kind to show you that. So that's what I also like about it.
And the store doesn't smell,
No, it doesn't.
which is so good because I
Some
hate
stores
going
smell.
into stores.
Some stores smell.
Well, I've never had an issue with like
Mexican.
the Mexican stores. At least I haven't had an experience.
And also they serve a whole variety of like, not only do they offer this type of like pastas, but they also serve actual food in there. Like they
Oh,
have like
so
their
good.
mini food court where they serve like shellfish, shrimp. They serve like taquitos. They have like the traditional
Chile
Mexican.
relleno.
Yeah, they
Mm.
they have those varieties. And I think for me, what I like the most about the whole concept is to have fresher food and very kind, very unique, very one on one. Because they know for sure, and the Mexican culture is always about having manners and always being polite and kind. That's the way that I grew up at least, and I feel like that's implemented in a lot of people, like old fashioned like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And that's one of the things that I like the most. Like if they had the pricing of Walmart, I would definitely go there all the time, or like even
Yeah,
Costco.
because they're definitely not the most affordable. They're okay. I mean, you can really solely depend on this location or on these particular Cardenas. Um, but, there are certain things that if you are a scavenger of pricing, you can find much more affordable
By the
elsewhere.
way, they also make their own tortillas. They have like the tortilla machine. They have like the
That's the
masa.
dough.
So that's a dough that we call it masa. In the dough, you can make your own tortillas. It's fairly easy. Should I make a video about doing tortillas? Let us know in the comments down below. And then for sure, what
Are we stepping into cooking now?
maybe who knows, Selena? Who? No, no, I'm not joking. I'm joking, Selena. We actually love your show. How you doing? So this is a tortilla machine, and I was for somebody who doesn't or never seen it before, or just you don't know how
It's
tortillas made.
amazing.
This is how you make tortillas, and then chips usually come from those tortillas. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's insane.
It really is.
How many steps to get you to your tortillas and the chips just to get you in your plate?
That's true. I actually worked for a similar location to this a very long time ago, and I stood in the tortilleria, which is the factory, and I saw how they made them, how they came out, and they were so warm. Girl, I even had a snack with one. It was
Once you
fabulous.
go tortilla, you never go back. Even if you're a doctor, even if you're a nurse. Kimberly, how you doing, Kimberly? So we had this close friend in, I was gonna say Puerto Rico, but no. I met her in Florida. She was fabulous, but she said no to the tortillas. But when she actually invited us over for a Mexican restaurant. She chose the restaurant. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'll go with it. You're giving me this gift, so I can't complain. And once we arrived, she was hands on the tortilla chips with her husband. I was so terrified to see that because in my culture, even though it's very implemented the tortilla, I don't honestly like tortillas. Like that's not my hit. I feel like I have a hard time unless like they're small taquitos. Then I like them, but I'm not obsessed by them. Right, Amel? How many times have I actually had tortillas?
Yeah,
But like,
we're
I want to
not.
say that from the time that you met me till today, which is 7 years now,
Uh-huh.
I normally have like a 3 to 5% tortillas.
By the way, I just want to let you know that that is the longest relationship I have had, period, ever with
Period.
a friend, anybody. So that is so wild, and I agree. We don't really eat tortillas.
But Kimberly
However,
does. Hi, Kimberly. How you doing?
however, we do enjoy some good chips from
From
Chili's with a
Kimberly.
guacamole. Kimberly does too, honey. And
Arismin, how you doing?
with some tacos. We like tortillas with tacos, but we're not. Oh, and I love chilaquiles, girl. But I don't eat chilaquiles like that.
Now, changing topic really quick. You showed me this Frida Kahlo, which is a
I
very
love Frida
natural
Kahlo.
artist, very popular, very contemporary, I want to say.
She's
from
known for her
Mexican culture.
brows. Cut the crap.
Yes. But she has so much to offer. And also, we saw the bingo, the loteria.
Yeah.
By the way, we're heading back
Oh,
to show you a little bit of
we're excited.
the waters. So these are waters made of cucumbers, watermelon,
One was made with
hibiscus,
pistachios,
pistachios.
which sounded fabulous.
But it wasn't the green
that
one.
green one. It looks so beautiful.
But I felt like I needed something else.
Uh-huh.
What else did they sell? They said cucumber with limes.
They had watermelon. They had
hibiscus.
hibiscus. They had guava.
Which one was
They
the
had
one? Sour?
soap.
Sour
Yeah,
what?
sour soap. That's the one that we had.
That's my favorite so far from their vending. And this is Angeline.
She's so fabulous.
She's amazing. Girl, you need to own the store. Like your customer service level is higher than a Nordstrom. Let me just tell you that.
It really is.
Like people need to hire people like you to manage their store. Because your quality of service is like the top notch.
It really was.
Girl, if you're watching, thank you for subscribing.
Really.
Share
thank
this
you.
video, mama, so everybody can see what your customer
How
service is.
professional you are. Absolutely. Share
Like,
this to your boss.
I take my hats off just because of you. And I recommend this store just because of your customer service.
That's
It's
so
like one
true.
on one.
That's so true.
And we recognize that because we give that type of customer service when
Hmm.
we've been employed by similar
She
jobs.
even
So
gave me a little sample. I was so embarrassed,
she
but
didn't give you one honey. She gave you one of each.
all that we asked.
Girl,
Yeah.
that.
I was, I wanted to make sure that I got the right, the right concoction.
Let me just clearly clarify. Angeli, wherever you go, honey, you're going to succeed in everything that you do. Right?
With the attitude she had, absolutely.
She's the best of the best. So going back to the waters, they are very flavorful. If you've never tried them, I feel like they are in a way very similar a little bit to like Starbucks teas, but are more natural made.
And more affordable.
Yeah, like the ones we had, they were like
$3 for
I think
the
I paid a total
large.
of $8, but it's like a jumbo
It was
size.
huge.
It was like it was like 40 ounces.
You can
so
share just one.
40 ounces, yeah.
Yeah, it was huge.
And the best thing is that you have this standby or standalone kind of like situation going on with the waters. But then you also have on the opposite side, which I'm going to show you very quickly and very briefly, that they sell juices, natural juices. They have like the cut pieces of fruit in general. Like they have
Even small
papaya,
treats.
melon. They have everything. They sell fresh juices. Like
Papaditos.
yes, they have everything.
What would we call that in English? Slushies? Like
Slushies.
like natural slushies?
Yeah. It's
That
so good,
sounds
so
so fabulous.
flavorful.
Natural slushies.
What else do they have there? They make oh my goodness, I'm thinking like they make orange juices, they made any juice that you can think of, they have it. Celery, doesn't matter what
Green
it is.
juices, yeah. They have cakes.
Oh, they pastries, the
jellos.
tres leches.
The jellos.
Oh my
They
gosh.
make milk infused jellos, which are amazing.
They're insane, outstanding.
They really are. It's like
They
if you
can be tamed.
If they cannot. If you like the regular jello, you're gonna love the other jello.
Now it's time for us to leave you without leaving you. So, Domel, what else do you have to say before
Honey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the moment in time, right here, right now.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Felipe, and
Do a Bentley.
And we highly appreciate you. Hit the thumbs up, the like button,
Notification bell so you don't miss any.
subscribe, honey. This is your moment to shine.
I see you, and I will catch you on the next one.
Bye.